I've had to deal with a lot of people, different scenarios. So and I've come to this conclusion that why do people really want to learn trading? And I've seen from my little experience that we all have different reasons. We all have different reasons for wanting to learn this particular skill set. But then I wish I have the luxury to ask us individually why we want to learn. But then some of us, our reasons are so personal that we can't share it. But let me start with mine. Now, in the last few years of my life, let's say decade plus, I've been I've been doing one thing or the other to just make sure that I pay my bills. So I'm saying that far back as 2000, and this is 2020, right? Far back as 2008 or a little bit earlier, I've been living on my own. I think I officially started living on my own, paying my own bills, 90% of it since I think 2009, 2010. I'm not too sure, but I know 2008 it started like that, and then I don't want to bore you with the story that led to all of that. At some point, I was disowned by my dad because of an academic decision I made, and then I had to sort things out myself. And then by the time I was rehomed, so to say, I've had to do a few things that made me not need the stipend from home anymore. And then life started like that for me. So I thought it was going to be very easy, smooth, and all of that, but it wasn't. So I had different friends, and then if you were my friends on campus, it was because you had a business or you had something working for you that is bringing money. I mean, that is the kind of people you're going to see me with. I mean, you just can't see me with anybody that is not, thinking like me. So why am I saying all of this? Is because now I've done a couple of things. I've done network marketing. I've done direct sales. I've done. I mean, think of anything that. Okay, I learned photography. So at some point, I was at parties, snapping pictures. What else? I mean, I've not done so many things, but I've done a couple of things in my life trying to make money. And then one thing is that I did all of them almost excellently. Um, I've done a couple of things. As of today, I'm a developer. I'm a WordPress designer. I know a bit of graphic design. So at some point, I've had to pick skills to pay bills. And then, so when I tell people skills pay bills, it is not just because it sounds cool or sounds smooth in my mouth. It's because I've seen it work for people and I've seen it work for myself. And so early enough, I asked myself, what do I need, a job or money? And I found out that what I actually need is not job, it's money. Because if I'm going to get a job, I'm going to get a job to get money. So why don't I just pursue money directly? So I've had to do a few things, and but one thing I found out is this: in all my journey, in all the skills I've learned to turn them into money and all of that, nothing compares, and I mean this with all sense of sincerity and humility. Nothing at all compares to trading. At some point, I got into consulting, got professional certifications, trained people. At some point, my schedule was so busy, I had to travel the Southwest every week from Ife to Lagos. It started from Ibadan to Abeokuta to Lagos, Lagos to Ife to Ife to Futa to Ekiti, or Ekiti to Futa, and then back to Ife, almost every week. And I was still a student on campus. So it was just kind of hectic like that. And how much was I earning? I think then I was even still working with an organization before I started my own, and then did all the hard work and then made stipend. Of course, I love the fact that I was teaching and I love teaching. That is the truth. And that's what led me to even what I'm doing today, because if I really don't like teaching, I won't be doing this. So I love teaching, but then at some point I told myself, and then and that's also confirmed that our life is a journey. So that my assistant, then there's something I always discuss with him. I always tell him that, Daniel, I love to teach, but then what I'm currently teaching is not what I love to teach. And then he feels confused. He feels like, oh, we are doing great. People respect us. We are getting results. this and that and that. Then before you can attend my class, then for my project management class, I think it's 100,000 naira for a private class. And if you are coming for my normal weekend class, 3 weekends, 2 weekends, Saturday, Sunday, it's 50,000 naira. And then at least we'll have 10 people in the class. I mean, we pay for venue, pay for feeding and all of that. Doing well. And then I don't have much people to pay than myself and my assistant. So we don't have running expense too high. So we're really doing well. I mean, for a small boy that I was then. So really, I had few money to play around with. But then deep down, it wasn't really what I wanted to teach. And then I saw people that are not even as good as I was in training then. I mean, so passionate about it, wanted to take it to the next level, but nothing in me wanted to take it to the next level. And then that is not to say I no longer teach project management, all of that. I still do. In fact, I get more results these days than even then when I was fully into it, when I was 100% consulting and project management. Now I have clients, and then few days with them, they just go and then they blast their stuff. So I've gotten better at that over the years on that, and we thank God for that. But then I knew that was what I wanted to teach. I wanted to teach something that can change people's life almost like an instant. I didn't know what it was then. I didn't know what it's going to be. But I knew what I was doing was not what I wanted to do. Now, it's a stage of life. And I know many people will get to that stage as well, knowing that, okay, I think this thing is working, but this is not what I wanted to do in my life. So, the journey continues. I've always admired people that trade forex. I've always loved to look at the pages of newspaper where they put the losers, the gainers. I'm sure you are familiar with that part. And I feel one day I will just understand all this jargon and everything, and I'll be able to maximize it to the point of the fact that I'll be able to show people how to also do it. So at some point, I downloaded and printed out the stock market report for like a year or more. When I was serving, I had a room to myself because I couldn't stay in the Corpus Lodge. I rented a room outside the Corpus Lodge, and I was on my own. At times, they would even lock me in the compound, hoping there's nobody at home because I'm always indoor. I would study the stock market, study everything. I mean, I was not trading. I didn't really know even how to get into it, but I just got attracted to it. And so all of that was going on, and then so I got introduced into cryptocurrency, and it's awesome. That year my result that year blew my mind. And then because I was new in it, we didn't know when to take profit, and then it went down, and then we lost some money, and I felt okay. So crypto is a new thing, yes. So what were people trading before crypto? I said it's forex, good. Stocks, good. I mean, why don't I just master the trading skills so that I can trade any market, so to say, either it's forex trading, either it is crypto trading or it is stock trading, whatever trading you want to do. Why don't I just master that skill? And that's what led me to where I am today. And it's been one progress to the other. And let me also clear the atmosphere that it is not an easy journey. I posted something of recent on my social media pages that um, um, as a newbie trader, you would not trading is not easier than your current job or business. It is just more rewarding, and that is the truth. You might not exert physical energy like you exert in your current job or current business, but then I will be sincere with you. It is not less demanding. It is not. It is not less demanding. The emotional torture, the emotional play, the power play in the market, the discipline, the greed, and a lot of things we need to money management and all of that. A lot of times you would think this is not meant for me. You want to give up in fact, you want to give up every day until you eventually get to master it. So it is not. So I tell people, if you are coming into this game to think, oh, I'm going to learn it 1 week and I'm going to start making money the next week, just don't bother to start. Because it might take you longer than that. In fact, it will take you longer than that. Because for me, it's been a journey that I love to continue. And then if you ask any good trader out there, they will tell you that it's a journey that you can never boast of mastering yet, unless you are ready to start losing. So even as a professional, profitable trader, we are always learning. and that's why when I say that I give existing students to join the new class, they understand that it is not always the same. So it is pride to say that I've learned it all. I don't need to go for another class. Even me, I'm still paying for classes. I'm attending classes, reading books, buying books. And then same with my mentors. So that is how we grow in this industry. And then that is how we grow in this industry. So tonight is just about the pet talks that I've been saying. If you are here for the money, you are here for the good thing, but then I want you to pen that desire for now and then focus on understanding this. The truth is, let me tell you the possibilities there. Whatever you are earning today in your current job or business, times 10 of it can be your income by the end of this year. Yes, it can be. I didn't say it will be. It can be, not by focusing on the money, by making sure you master this. If you can master this, forget it. The sky is the starting point. Now, let me give you few things in terms of results. I've not made so much. That is the truth. I will not give you fake results. I've not made so much in this market, but I'm doing well for myself. So I'm not going to motivate you with my own results. When I have results to motivate you, I will surely do. But then till then, let me keep making the money I'm using to buy granite into my gari, and then the money I'm using to buy meat into my soup. But then I've had amazing results concerning my mentors and few people around me. What this is all about is not about making money today, losing it tomorrow. It's about consistently being in profit. So people say, I use this indicator, I use that indicator, I use this signal, I use this. I tell people, throw all of that away and go for the real thing. What is the real thing? Mastering how the market works. Make sure you get to trade like a trader that works for Goldman Sachs, like the trader that works for hedge funds. I mean, you need to have that mindset. If trading is not sustainable, if trading is not reasonable, like all the traders you see around do, if trading make you broke and all of that, how come the banks are still the fund managers are still trading? How come the government are still trading? How come all of those big boys in the industry are still trading? That means there is something that they know that we don't know, and there's something that they are doing that you don't know, and that's where you want to be. They said that 90% of retail trader like you and I don't make money. So that means you can't afford to think like everybody in the market. So you have to think like this institutional trader, the guys that really make all the money in the market. And that's where my own trading style and my own teaching style is different. You don't see me use Bollinger Band, all of those. A friend called them spaghetti. All of those spaghetti, put them, make your chart cumbersome and all of that. No, price action is the best indicator. I mean, your highs is the best indicator in the market. So I was going to talk about result. Let me not forget that. Now, there's still one result that gets me excited till date. Now, it's not because it's the highest or the best, but it's because I see possibility in it. Now, there's this friend of mine, the guy started trading not more than 2 years ago. He said, of course, he's a friend and a teacher as well. So I can call him one of my mentors. So this guy set a goal of $1 billion January last year. I met that goal October. I mean $1 million, not a million naira. That's 360 million naira. A Nigerian post NYSC. His mates are writing and submitting CV. He is worth more than $1 million. Just let that sink. Just let that sink. So let me just drop that there because he is the list of the results I have. Now, how much? Let's not even talk about $1 million. Let's talk about 10% of that. That's $100,000. How much is $100,000? I mean, how well can $100,000 lift your life? But then don't think so much on the money because money is a consequence of trading rights. That is the truth. Money is just the consequence of trading rights. It's just a consequence. So, like I said, forget about the money for now and face learning and mastering the skill sets. Face the learning and mastering of the skill sets. Face the learning and mastering. So if you think it's going to be easy journeys, is a get rich quick scheme. I'm going to come in, learn, and make money. I won't have to do anything. You are in the wrong place. You are in the wrong place. And let me not waste my energy on you. So let me just to know that, Oga, I want to quit. Just let me know. Because in these few weeks of your learning, you will watch many videos. So you must be ready to buy data. If you are a small data consumer, you need that because you have to learn a lot of books to read. I mean, depends on how voracious you are. So if I give you some things to consume and you finish consuming them and you ask for more, I will give you more. But if you don't finish them, you didn't ask for more, I can't even give you more. That doesn't mean I don't have them. I can't give you what you didn't request for. I can only give you the basics that I think you need. After you've consumed that, you ask for more, I will surely do. So be ready to. So I will just say that. So the question is, the last question I'm going to answer before I open the floor for question is, how long does it take me to master this game? I wish I can tell you a particular day, a particular time frame. But what I've learned is it all depends on you. You can master this in 1 month, you can master it in 3 months, but then the compensation is less. No matter how long it takes you to master this, it is always worth it. If it takes you 10 years to master trading, once you master it, your life will literally shoot up. That is the truth. Your life will literally shoot up. So I'm very sorry to say this, but I just have to say it. My system might turn off anytime soon. So the question and answer part would have to do it on WhatsApp. So now, three things I love to tell people. In trading, you have to master the TA, that is the analysis, generally. You have to master money management and you have to master trading psychology. So the analysis and the money management can be mastered with a demo account. So as a trader, you start with demo account and then you make all the mistakes, you do all the things. But then until you can trade on live account, you cannot master trading psychology because the emotion behind real money and fake money is totally different. You get my point? So if you ask any profitable trader today, they know that we are all still dealing with our emotions. See the trade I'm currently showing you. I've been on this trade for more than for more than a week now, and I'm still not taking profit. It is partly greed, partly I know what I'm doing, but then it could be either way. And then if you look at this also, this is good. Now we are closing up on all-time high. I'm supposed to have taken profit, but I'm not satisfied with the profit I have. See where I entered here, and the price is here. Of course, I've locked in my profit so that if it comes down, I don't lose all my money. I'm still living with a profit. But then it's partly greed. It's partly because normally I do 50 pips and leaves. But then this has gone beyond 50 pips and I'm still not living. It's partly greed, it's partly I know what I'm doing. So you can see that there's no one way fit. So it's all relational. It's all we deal with each case as it comes. So to answer your question, how long it's going to take, it depends on you. But depending on how much of time you give this particular thing, how much of attention you give to it, it's what is going to determine how long it's going to take you and how much you're going to make from it. So let me stop at this point so that we can take few questions. So like I said, let's take those questions on WhatsApp. But then before this class ends, let me just hear some comment from you on the chat box. Let me know if you have learned anything tonight or if I've explained some things tonight, or just let me hear something from you before we end the class tonight. And this class is recorded. As soon as I get it uploaded, I'm going to send it to you so you can listen to it again because we need to remind ourselves some key things.